Sometimes we cling so tightly to what's familiar, to the things that have worked for us in the past, that we don't notice we're in the wrong place. If we focus solely on the ghosts of what we once had, we can completely miss new opportunities coming our way. But what if we made a decision to let go, to let all the competing voices fade into the background and trust in our own ability to find the right path? What if we listened to our own inner voice? This painting tells a story about trees, or ghosts, or maybe it's about the human experience of facing change. Whether I'm painting, drawing, sculpting or sewing, I am to the very core of my being an artist. 6 years ago I moved onto a tiny narrowboat in Wales, and since then my art has been limited to, well, tiny things. I've spent quite a lot of time working in textiles the last few years, but now it's time for something new. This year I'm discovering how a small space can contain a whole world of possibilities. My name's Jo Hart and this is Spider Thread. I think the last time I did any serious painting in acrylics was around 10 years ago. It felt a little bit daunting starting over after all this time, so I decided to dip my toe in the water, so to speak, and paint some 5x7-inch wooden panels. I realise my hand looks really shaky painting these trees. I promise it's not. I want to create the effect of gnarly twisted branches, so I need some nice wobbly lines. I figured I'd make the transition from doll making easier by choosing a similar sort of subject. I've always felt very at home creating ghosts in any medium. I tend to paint intuitively, so I don't use a lot of reference photos or make detailed sketches, and I certainly don't use any generative AI. I like to let the painting evolve and take on a life of its own. It's like a two-way conversation. The end result rarely looks the way I expect it to when I start out, but that's the whole fun of it. It's as much a mystery to me as anyone else. I often don't really have an idea of what the painting's about when I start it. Sometimes I find meaning in it after I finish it. I know others will find their own meaning and interpretation of the image, and that's fine too. I think there's so much to be gained both from creating and consuming art. When I began the first brushstrokes on this one, all I really had in mind was a pale ghost girl with hollow eyes drifting through a forest. The contrast between the stark, empty branches in the background and the lush, full evergreens at either side kind of spoke to me though. It brings to mind themes of death and renewal, the changing of seasons and how we move through seasons of life. Sometimes change comes easily and we keep our green foliage, while other times our branches are stripped bare. Sometimes trees fall or have to be cut down completely. It's natural to want to fight change, but the longer we hang on to the ghosts of the past, the longer and colder the winter can feel. Allowing the dead wood to fall away creates space to welcome a new season. If you're enjoying watching my painting process, please don't forget to hit the like button and let me know. You can also subscribe if you like, so you don't miss the next one. This painting is going to be part of a series of Ghostly Fae characters. By the time you see this video, I should have released 3 of them, and I definitely want to paint more in the future. If all goes to plan, there should be 3 painting videos all going up at the same time. I'll put links to the other 2 either at the top of the screen or in the description. I see these little ghosts as the spirits of the land itself. They invite us to come and commune with them peacefully as we care for their home amongst the ancient trees. We may not see them in the light of day, but they're always there, quietly watching. When the harsh winter finally ends and life returns to the forest, some trees do not come back to life. Their hollow, twisted frames tower over the new growth of spring as stark reminders of the cold, dark months. This ghostly figure is a spirit of the trees that silently withered in the icy grip of winter. She's the ghost of the things we left behind to make way for new growth. The old versions of ourselves that we can no longer be. She remains as a memory that resurfaces in quiet moments, only to fade with the rising sun. If you like this painting, I'll leave another video here that I think you're going to enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!